Hello everyone, it's Knyaz, and today I've got a replay of a pretty long game for you on a BP build 2.9. Well, let's start. Yeah. Okay, here we have Vitamin as Russia and Sever as China against a mirror team of, I think it was Akuma as China and Kurkel as Russia, both all are Russian players, I mean native Russian. All players except for Akuma play their main factions. Double supply from Kurkel, double supply from Akuma. Pretty late actually, not sure why. He decided to build barracks first on this map. Both, I can spoil right away that both teams will go for the late game, like a deep late game, with large scale fights across half the map, or even wall map. But it will take some time to get there, of course. So, pretty standard opener for everyone. Akuma places some scouting here. Both players attempt to take reinforcement pad. Sever does some scouting in opponent's bases. Searches for a place to deploy his scout. Same goes with the video. Yeah, I guess his scout was found out. He's going to deploy it now. Let's do it like this for now. Okay. Sever rushes a battle master into the back of enemy base. Huh. That LP is still running from the battle DM that Akuma is trying to counter it with. Pretty uneventful so far. Well, as it normally goes on this map and with these players. Yeah, all players are rushing tier 2. Actually, no, Akuma already going tier 2, but yeah, that's that supply harassment failed. Akuma is going for tier 2 while everybody else is still staying on tier 1. Oh, Sever is going tier 2 as well. So both Chinas are going tier 2 with Akuma being first. Heliport for Vitamin, heliport for Kurkel, almost simultaneously. Chinese assemble small strike forces while Russians, oh, that's an engagement I missed. It had a Tunguska and a BMP in it, and the problem was that Vitamin had run into enemy scout, and thus Kurkel was able to react in time. A small skirmish here. Sever decides to retreat for now. Akuma upgraded his horde. A wise decision. And Lotus is out already. As Hanfield found out some time ago, level 2 horde is actually always active. That upgrade you're getting from Propaganda Center. Okay, attempts to kill the reinforcement pad from the bottom team. That DMP will die. That Helen will die. Likely. No? Oh. Now that's what I call good luck. The thing doesn't have any health left whatsoever. The reinforcement pad is dying right now. It's dead. Akuma didn't react in time to save his allies' reinforcement pad. But Akuma is going really heavy on the secondary. He is going straight for the late game. He started building a lot of hackers even before he started the construction of internet center, which is unusual. Okay, some Sekiko here, some Sekiko here. First, arms supplier. No, and here we have a Lotus that gets stunned by Mix. Mix were on guard, I guess. Somehow I guess that Helen wasn't on guard, or its guard areas didn't reach the Lotus. So Akuma is clearly going very defensive here. Heavy anti-air right away. That's 5,000 in anti-air, quite a huge investment given the size of Akuma's main force. But Sever will make a critical mistake now. He has only a single anti-air in his fleet. Strike force, and it dies now. So now Sever is completely open to air. Plus, he's not trying to micro his dragon tanks. Only now he kills the tank hunters. Akuma is left without ground force, but he lost all his anti-air, and his mix are doing nothing. And they won't be able to do anything because Akuma has twin flanks. I guess that was his plan, to use mix as coverage instead of guts. But he couldn't plan for twin flanks actually flanking him from behind and creating a barrier between his army and his supporting mix. Scouting denied for vitamin. These Helens are now elite. Sentinel finishes off some infantry. There is a good one from the bottom team. Boris dies, but Akuma loses his air force. Although he suffers almost no damage to the Sekiko, so I would say he's good. Akuma. Now Grumble finally gets deployed and harassment ends. I'd say Akuma, if it wouldn't be for Sever's mistake of not bringing anti-air, Akuma would lose half of his base by now. Because he had nothing to fight off the Sever's army. He invested everything into Sekiko and anti-air of his own to protect himself from Hellion rushes. And almost got punished for it. Almost. So, all players are going heavy on Nico. All players are aiming for a late game. Yeah, all of them. I guess all four of them enjoy a late game, judging from their tactics and from their build orders. Some unimportant maneuvers here. ATGM Kodiaks, wasting time on the LP while being bombarded by Infernos, but they will try to. Oh, come on. You can do it. You just need some anti-air. Bring anti-air with you. You can do it. Oh, come on. Just switch to the main guns. What the fuck, Vitamin? Yeah, finally. Where is the... I somehow missed how the anti-air died. Oh, it just rushed into the Sentinel, right. Good teamwork. Okay, now we have two heroic Helens. Yeah, bottom team really has issues with properly covering their attack force with anti-air. At least Boris scores some kills here. But Boris doesn't have any upgrades on him, yeah. Nothing except. And it's getting pretty dangerous here. Oh, come on. Still, Akuma still keeps on building Sekiko. Going very heavily into Sekiko. No army, no nothing. Just Iko. Completely naked base. But I guess he's just aware that the opponent will be doing the same. Because none of them likes to play aggressive. Maybe Sever, a little bit. Okay, his NTR gets... Now would be a good moment for a Hellion rush into the enemy base, like 5 Hellions kill the... No, it wouldn't. There's a grumble here. Possibly with upgrades, yes.
They won't know what
No,
hit them.
without. So it's still possible. So what's that? Aha. And what kind of follow-up is he planning to do? I'm wondering. If any. Yeah, bottom team is behind in the Sekiko. Sever is behind in Sekiko. He invested into his faulty attack forces that didn't have any anti-air coverage in them. Well, almost any. I think during this game we saw like what, 2 anti-air units from Sever during their combined attacks on the opponent. First being a Gatling and second being a lone Twin Fang, just rushed his ass into a Sentinel here. Okay, Akuma deploys some anti-stealth measures, but these are nerfed in BP. This is their maximum range. Now, both players are going for the circles. I guess both of them really enjoy doing this. Vitamin loves to pick missile style as well. Mind you, this guy is not playing his main. Others do. I would say in late game, Purkel understands a little bit better what he's supposed to do. Just a little bit, but that's quite enough at times. More snipes from Boris. More harassment. Oh, come on. Dead Boris. I think he should have hunted these things instead. He just locked himself into a corner here. A single anti-air running somewhere now. Oh, okay. That was good. Oh, a third horde upgrade is picked. He picked a war propaganda GP that provides him with a third horde upgrade. It's weaker than previous ones in terms of refire rate, but it gives additional small bonus range to Chinese units, and it, as well as the second horde upgrade, it's also always active. That's an engine bug, and it's unfixable even in vanilla rotor. So all 4 players, both teams are building up their strength. Akuma really loves these things. Like, really. As you can see, his entire army consisting of Infernos and Twin Funks. I guess his plan is to reach the critical mass of Infernos, where it becomes extremely difficult to get into their range. Oh my god. What is going on here? Just drive past it. Keep driving. Don't stay like this. Infernos will kill himself. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, Vitamin did it right, but no, he's not. He's using ATGM Kodiaks on the freaking red guards. No. This was a disaster. Like, sure, they all have second Rico to replenish their losses, but in terms of experience given to opponent, in terms of ranking up, getting access to GPs, to stronger GPs, I would say the top team should be way ahead. Okay, a lot of circles here. I guess they just sniped something. They just sniped missile silo, which Vitamin is protecting with the power plant and. Okay, what's that for? What is it going for an airfield or for the? He didn't scout, did he? He didn't scout before using it. He could have wrecked all of these hackers. Would have gotten a lot of experience as well. Probably rank 5. These things give a lot of XP. Yeah, that's exactly Akuma's plan. Get the critical mass of artillery and then support it with a little bit of anti-air and some other units. That wasn't very efficient. I would have probably picked a different GP in Sever's place, but I guess he panicked. A nuke cannons would be decent in this situation. A race with a bunch of. Okay, they're just infernals killing each other. I wonder, is Vitamin... Vitamin went Berkuts. Good idea. Berkuts are also changed in BP. They're dedicated air superiority dogfighter. Dogfighter specifically. Good at close fights, at close ranges. But completely unable to attack air. Attack ground, sorry. So, futile use of Han gunships. I would say EMP Han gunships would have worked a lot better here. Obviously, they would die, but they would drop their bombs on this formation, their EMP bombs, and this army would be dead by now. Okay. Yeah, Chinese fanaticism overlord, Gatling lords. Should have gotten himself a propaganda tower. And holy shit, use attack move. Stop with your drive-bys. Well, you don't see that often. Yeah, you don't see Gatlords running over Battle Masters very often. Come on. And this is why Inferno only attack groups do not work. At least until you get a ridiculous amount of Infernos. Goodbye, Gatling Lord. So Akuma decides to go for the Chinese death wall, overlords and infernos. Sever is, well, not sure what Sever's doing there. That's a mix. Berkut's sitting on the airfield, probably killed something, I guess. Yeah, they killed some Sokols, because they're not... half of the airfields are empty. And he's rebuilding his missile silo again and trying to protect it with the observation towers. And Kurkel can't see these things. So the Sokol missiles just run, but I guess there's just way too many Sokols. A lot of Sekiko for both players. Most activity happens on the Chinese front line between China's, but yeah. But Kurkel will, judging from this setup, Kurkel will start his mass production soon. Just like me, he is very heavily relying on the conscripts when he is going for the VLate and he is going for some serious engagements. Oh my god, I missed some of it. Well, judging by the lack of the destroyed vehicles, I didn't miss much. But this forced Akuma to top layer, top China, to break its formation, plus it's dying to overlords now. Loses some of his new cannons. Range superiority for the bottom China's overlords, which he isn't quite using, I guess. Yeah. And here we have some Air Force action, I guess. This calls for mass battles, honestly. Like 3 airfields of Berkels, and all of this would have been gone. Which he has. He just doesn't use them. He definitely can afford 2 airfields of Berkels. So his attempts to stage an attack from here, Vietnamese attempts, get repelled. And we're getting for some total war shit, level of shit here. Some action here. I guess Mistas still alive, good. Bunker Lords. Bells, Mistas, yeah. Quick overview on the player bases. A lot of Sekikov, war factories, barracks. 6 airfields. 6. Standard Russian VLate. Here is Akuma. Chinese death wall. Well, yeah. Heavy stuff for meat shields and new cannons behind it. Here we have FOB hitting something. I guess that was a FOB from Vitamin and it clearly missed. Grumbles doing their job. Here comes the human and tank wave of Kurkel, the top Russia. Really not enough anti-infantry for the bottom Russia. Definitely not enough anti-infantry capabilities, or artillery at least. His tank force is getting decimated by by a combination of conscripts and codecs. Codecs are all in the ATGM mode, last I remember. Yeah, they're all using ATGMs. Stream stats aren't doing shit to this, and they are too late. Buratinos are getting deployed, shock troopers are getting deployed. Nothing happens here. As good as Kurkel's economy is, he is in no position to support this
Can outrun my missile.
and Sokol spam. And this is why that's yeah, I guess Kurkel was afraid this was a nuclear project breakthrough protocol, but it's not. He is retreating due to some reason. I guess he just want to wait for reinforcements. Blackbeard comes out, but it doesn't decide much in games like this, so might as well not exist. Yeah, half of the airfields are still empty. He just doesn't have enough cash to sustain the Sokol losses. I'll think he floats a lot, but oh whoa, Kurkel is running codecs without ATGM codecs without actually upgrading ATGM missile range. Anyway, Ursa upgrade makes codecs and grizzlies in BP Ursa upgrade makes them go faster. Here we have another engagement. I guess no air. Yeah, a lot of air force from Akuma, but no air force from Sever to kill these Mistas. Well, except for this. Firestorm. Some more in here, some more Mistas. Here Kurkel is preparing for another large-scale offensive. Conscripts and codecs, basically. What a mayhem. Attempts to take down Sekiko. Pretty successful, I should say. Yeah. Pretty fucking successful. I wonder, how did he see it? Need to check replay later on. Oh, yeah, and I missed this, sorry. So here is another human wave from Kurkel. Mechanized human wave. Mechanized wave, let's call it. Codecs are still unupgraded. So he's basically using ATGMs for nothing. Overlords are doing a great job killing all these conscripts. Here Sever is fighting back. But he really should provide more help to his ally. Like Kurkel was helping Akuma, he should help Vitamin as well. Likewise. Blackbeard comes out. Vitamin is not controlling it properly. Yeah, Vitamin is not microing it at all. It's just an attack move. More Sokols incoming. Blackbeard uses Shtora to save himself from Sokols. No grumbles in the vicinity. Very weak anti-air for vitamin. And I guess that's pretty much the end of it. Oh, whoa. What the hell happened? Actually, why not? Nice bases, huh? Let's make a screenshot. Kurker has no idea what he's doing with these ATGMs, so at least he researched the missile engines. But really, Kurker killing buildings with ATGMs, they don't deal damage to buildings. Well, they deal like 10%. The MP goes here, and this will actually prolong Sever's life, but his ally is already dying. Vitamin finally utilized the fact that Kurkel didn't bring any anti-air with him and used his Hellions to stop the recovering Kurkel's Kodiaks. I guess it's a good idea in his position. Also building defenses. Oh, 40k float, come on. Okay, another way, a Russian wave incoming. I guess we have a civil war here. Just both Russians have not much clue what they're doing, but it works. Yeah, as you can see, these ATGMs are completely useless against buildings. Practically a mirror match. Good. Grumbles should be coming. Grumbles, are you coming? No, Grumbles are not coming. All these Codex are dead meat. Yeah, Helens are having field day here. Here, Chinese are fighting each other. Vitamin is getting. I would say Vitamin is getting destroyed by his opponents, and still he is finding time and resources to help his ally. Yeah, Blackbeard having a blast here. Good one. Another wave. Oh, now it's a wave. Kurkel actually removed all his grumbles from his base. So theoretically, if Vitamin could kill these grumbles, he can just rush his Hellions into this, like by the edge of the map. There is no way Vitamin could know about that, of course. Okay, I'm not even sure what I should look after. Oh yeah, railgun shock troopers. Not gonna save him, but looks pretty cool. We'll fight here. Everything is burning here. More napalm for the god of napalm. Yeah, it's pretty hard to analyze, to actually provide proper game analysis at this stage. Like, all I can say is that both Russians needed to pick their damn satellite. Vitamin needed to invest a lot more into anti-tank infantry. China's needed to grab ECM drops. Vitamin really needed to invest a lot more into anti-tank infantry and use his vehicles, his AoE to deal with the conscript spam. Kurkel is suffering extremely heavy losses, like so many dead Kodiaks. But despite the losses, he is breaking through. Here, situation is pretty even, I would say. A flop. Yeah, see, the difference between these two players is that this guy has all these barracks, and this guy does not have barracks. This guy is using infantry, and this one does not. That's why Kurkel is brute forcing the fuck out of Vitamin right now, is conscripts. And definitely not ATGM's Kodiaks that he's using against buildings that deal like 1% building hull damage to it. And that's the power of the basic infantry in the Rise of the Reds. Unless you're US, then you're a little bit different, yeah. Yeah, this is how you actually use basic infantry. Just human waves supporting your tanks. Okay, Sokol, okay, Berkuts die from whatever grumbles have left here. Kurkel doesn't have any anti-air coverage here, but he has plenty here. And I would say that's a game over. Funnily though, I think that I listed the reason why he is winning, but the reason why Vitamin is losing, I guess, is Sever not helping him at all. Yeah, sure, Sever is actually fighting back on his side, but what's the point of pushing your opponent on your flank when your ally is getting decimated? Like, at this point, this calls for mass amount of shock troopers with Tesla guns. Or something equally serious. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these human waves. Human flow. Blackbeard dies. Here comes the command center, and that kinda ends it, I guess. I guess with the Kurkels. Yep, Vitamin surrenders. And this is how it looks from far above. As a person that likes playing late game, I really enjoyed this. Units created, units lost. I'm proud of this guy. He is getting it. Build 1,800 units, lose 1,500 of them. Look, there is not even an equal difference between the teams. Like, yeah, sure, the bottom team got somewhat less, but it's not that much less if you count in persons. And the bottom team wasn't spamming circles like crazy, and circles drain a lot of cash. So that's how it went. But Ima Vitamin really needed his satellite here in this game. He needed more stars, satellite, and definitely more infantry. Well, the bottom team needed more infantry. Then they would stand a chance. Or teamwork like minigunners from the server. That's it.